your self-talk, your life walk, that direction you seek, the places you go, the goals that you reach. There's always obstacles, don't keep them in front, kick them aside like bad habits, like cigarette smoke. Don't stunt your growth, I'm not mad at it, keep up your hope. I try to quit, but when I go around folks, it's like a chain reaction. We live in the same, I should have been rapping, finally made me a change, but nothing happened till I had me some kids, all for the love, old habits, yeah, I had to get rid, that's how it goes. Come on, you gotta feed yourself right now. It's more than food, see it, sight, sounds. All that you hear and you...
Glory to God, welcome in. So what you just heard is the first verse for my next song. It's the fourth song that I've been working on that I've recorded in the MPC Live. So I really love the MPC Live, modern MPCs, any of them, as a full production song recording studio, but it also is a very handy songwriting tool. As I've been writing these songs, I've been developing some techniques, I guess strategies, of using the MPC as a songwriting tool. So today I wanted to show you one strategy that I use to write verses. All right, let me show you this. So of course, y'all know the kind of standard use of song mode is to build your song or to arrange your beat using different sequences. And yeah, so I've got that here. I've already made a basic arrangement to start recording my vocals, but prior to doing that, strategically, I will use song mode just to structure the length of a verse. The way that I've been building my songs is really just creating a 4-bar loop. That's how I usually work. Then I'll come up with like a hook, hum along, do my thing, just come up with some kind of concept for the song. And so before I even start arranging, I will come in here into song mode. So I'm gonna hit overdub just to start adding in the little parts. But instead of doing the whole song, I'm just going to start with the verse. So, and I usually do 2 verse sections. So I have verse section 1, verse section 2, as you can see right here. The only difference between the two of those is the first section is, well, it's how the verse starts. The second section has a little bit more of a build up so that it, transitions more back into the hook. So I'll just select that twice, verse 1 and then verse 2. And I've been doing these 12-bar verses just because when I started like kind of shifting into this songwriting process, I didn't want to overwhelm myself with trying to do like 2 16-bar verses. So maybe I'll move in as I get more comfortable and I develop the skill of writing. I'll lengthen my verses. But for now, I'm doing 12-bar verses. So again, creating my verse section, and then I'll just put in a hook section. And that just is like the audible cue. So when I'm writing, I know when to stop. So as I'm listening through, I know the length of the verse. And as I start to get further down in my verse and have enough lines, I know I have an audible cue of like, this is where the hook, and now I can stop writing. So I'll go ahead and give you a little demonstration of that. I pretty much got the whole verse written. So I'll go through and you can see like how this is a useful tool. You gotta choose what you consume, right? Or you won't bloom, right? You can't assume what they're doing's right. You've heard it said, you are what you eat, but you've been fed all the while you're asleep. The news feed, the timeline, algorithm for your mind control. Government, machine learn, discern the root words. Your soul is not for sale, impeach your free will. That seems to be the goal. Though everything is lawful, not everything is good. Some things we say are awful. And now I got 8 bars. Because you see the vocal sample that I put in there queued up. So I know that's the second part of my verse. And then here comes the hook. So
you gotta feed yourself right now.
That gives me a nice audible cue to know when to stop writing. So there it is. That's the vid. Just a quick little tip for you, a strategy that I've been using that's really helpful to me. Hopefully you guys can use it as well. Another strategy for me lately is just writing more than 2 verses. So if your song's going to be 2 verses, then write 3, write 4, because there's one thing that I've noticed with me is if I feel really inspired to start writing to a hook, to a concept that I've come up with first, that first verse usually is probably the best one. And then it's difficult to match that energy or that level of that sound in the next verse. So I'll end up writing a second one, don't like it. I usually scratch that, write a third one. And then I'm starting to walk into the territory of writing 4 and then like kind of going with the best 2. So that's just another thing, probably goes without being said. So if you guys haven't joined the FB MPC Vocal Songwriting group, that's specifically for the MPC, come join us. It's a small group still. So, post engagement is kind of small. I would like to build it up. I'll put a link in the description and in the pinned comment so you guys can go navigate over to the FB group. If you found some value in this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with somebody. God bless y'all. Keep running with your dreams. Peace.